X-Men First Class, otherwise known as the only good X-Men movie that doesn't star Hugh Jackman and isn't directed by Bryan Singer. Welcome to Hailstorm Reviews. My name is Austin Hale, and today I'll be reviewing the movie X-Men First Class. So X-Men First Class stars James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, and is directed by Matthew Vaughn. This movie is about the origins of Charles Xavier and Magneto as they form the first X-Men team to stop the villain played by Kevin Bacon from starting war with Russia. And this is a really good X-Men movie. My favorite part of this movie is that it gives humanity to both Magneto and Charles Xavier. Magneto and Charles Xavier are so unrelatable in the other movies just because they're older, and so when you see James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender play these characters, especially with James McAvoy, he does a phenomenal job. I'm really liking him. James McAvoy does a really good job at Charles Xavier because he has the intellect and the wisdom, and people still look up to him as they did in the older movies, but he still is younger. He makes mistakes. I like characters like that because they make them relatable, but you can still look up to them like you should be able to. Michael Fassbender did a great job as playing Magneto. He was villainous, but you still felt the chemistry with him and James McAvoy. And when they slowly started to separate, as you knew they would because they slowly will become enemies, it was sad to see. This movie had emotion in it. It had character. And so I really commend them for that, having feeling for this movie and not just relying on action like other superhero movies that don't even think about having heart in them. Now the action itself, though it does not rely on that action, is very interesting and cool to watch. I love seeing training sessions, and a lot of this movie is Charles Xavier training both Magneto and the other X-Men to learn their powers. I think this is a great start to Days of Future Past because you get to introduce to the characters and you get to have a feel. Who do you like more? Do you like the James McAvoy or the Patrick Stewart Xavier? And everyone will have their own opinion. Mine is James McAvoy, actually, though I love Patrick Stewart and he's a great actor and he plays the role he has to well. James McAvoy is just a more relatable character, and it's funny. This movie actually has a lot of humor in it as well. Different humor than Bryan Singer's kind of humor, but it still has the humorous aspect that a superhero movie really should have. So this movie had heart, it had great action, and seeing the chemistry between Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy was so amazing to see. And at the end of the movie, when they start breaking apart and then Michael Fassbender leaves James McAvoy, you can really feel the sadness of losing your best friend, and you can relate to that. So I think this movie did a good job at everything it was trying to do. I think X-Men First Class deserves an 8 out of 10. So thank you for watching. Please click the like and subscribe button. What did you think of X-Men First Class? And I'll keep linking it with the other X-Men movie questions. What is your favorite X-Men movie? Put in the comment section below. I love to read it. And as always, I'm Austin Hale, and I'll see you next time.